grew up where the gravel roads never changed, where every Sunday morning carried Jesus' name. My brother was the kind who'd give away his coat, the kind of man who kept a little faith and hope. And one cold October evening came the call. A stranger's reckless anger took away it all. One moment he was laughing underneath the sky, the next we stood around a grave asking God why. I carried that pain like an old worn chain. Every sunrise felt exactly the same. People said that time would heal the wound somehow, but 30 years had passed, it still hurt me now. Every year I'd drive that lonely county line, stopping where he breathed his final breath that night. I'd speak his name into the evening breeze, still begging heaven for a little peace. Then one day an old preacher took my hand. He never tried to make me understand. He simply opened up God's holy word and read the hardest sentence I'd ever heard. If you forgive, you'll finally be free. Those words kept echoing inside of me. How do you forgive the man who stole your world? How do you release the deepest kind of hurt? I fought with heaven until my knees gave way, and something changed the moment I began to pray. There's a cross at the end of the road where mercy shines brighter than the pain I've known. Jesus carried what I could never hold. Love broke the chains that bitterness had forged. I didn't lose when I let forgiveness win. God healed the wound that hate could never mend. There's a cross at the end of the road, and somehow he led me home. Months later I heard the man was still alive, old and broken by the weight of his own life. I could have walked away forever just the same, but Jesus whispered gently through my pain. I found him sitting on a weathered porch alone. His trembling hands looked older than the stones. He couldn't even lift his eyes to mine. Before he spoke, I started to cry. I've carried hate for far too many years. Today I leave every one of those tears. His shoulders shook, neither one of us could stand. Grace did what revenge never can. The cross was never built for perfect souls. It stands for hearts too shattered to be whole. Amazing grace still reaches every fall. No sinner is too far, no wound too deep at all. The darkest road can still become a light. When Jesus turns our mourning into life, there's a cross at the end of the road, where broken hearts find peace they've never known. Redemption sings louder than regret. Mercy writes the endings we forget. My brother's gone, but heaven isn't far. One day we'll meet beyond these healing scars. Until that dawn, I'll walk this road in faith, holding to the promise. Love is stronger than the grave. There's a cross at the end of the road, where forgiveness became my miracle. But Jesus whispered gently through my pain, love is stronger than the grave.